In terms of the actual close, it's pretty straightforward in terms of the steps, and you'll see that I have a checklist that you can go through. I think that the key in some of this is, here's the difference, if you'll notice, in terms of Create Accounting, the final version, that's an R12, but in 11i, it's the General Ledger interface. And then clearly, like so you're running your last interfaces, any manual transactions, you want to enter them. Clearing your exceptions, hopefully those are your auto invoice and lockbox items. And hopefully you've been running, keeping on top of those all the time. In terms of verifying your accounting entries, what I really like to do is, and I'll show you this, is that I like to run the AR journal entries report and use that, and I'll go through that in more detail. And then one tip that I strongly, strongly recommend is that you only have one period open at a time. There are a couple of reasons for that. There have been known bugs all over time with adjustments where sometimes part of the adjustment entry would go in one period and part would go in another period. Also, it's just cleaner. You know what you're working on. If I'm working on something today that's really an August entry, the system is going to default it to today's date. And so if I don't remember to change that date, if I had both periods open, then it would go into a period other than what I'm expecting or what I really want. And so I really recommend that if you hopefully this process will help you to sort of expedite your close so that you can, a lot of times folks have to have two periods open because they can't get the close is so slow and they want to keep going with their work. But hopefully, some of these processes that I'm going to talk about today will help you to streamline that so that you don't have to have more than one period open.